It's like a place right out of a story. Revelio.
Take care to get dressed for the day.
Revelio.
Yo bro. Rek. Rek. Rek.
Revelio.
Rek.
Alohomora.
Rek.
Revelio. Wonder who lives here. Nice to see you again. And what do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today? Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Revelio.
Good. Right.
Revelio.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Miss...
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
What?
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
How do you know he's going to make harm?
I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
Nggak boleh banget gitu.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it.
How do you know?
Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I don't know. I don't think it's a wrong thing to do to find a cure. So I'm going to have to disagree
I'm
on
afraid
her on
it's
this.
really up to Sebastian.
Yeah.
And his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring. Revelio!
Oh. Gak ada yang salah sih sama mencari obat ya. Dia masih muda lagi.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Well, he's trying to do what's right, actually.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died.
Oh yeah.
After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Okay, let's try.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Well, no one is underestimating them, that's for sure.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Debris? Where's the debris?
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Let's be ready for everything. Yeah.
Revelio!
Is this the debris? Consider the debris.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard. I'm
Yeah, which way to go?
The area's still clear.
What? What? Oh, jalan dulu gue.
I won't rest.
Hello. Nah.
You've made your last mistake.
Okay.
Are you sure you're not a muggle? One less human to worry about. Let me down! Let's get this over with. I won't rest. These your army. Rather avoid coming back in. Well played. I hate that! You are inevitable. This is almost too easy. Why don't you come on here? Someone's been taken out last week. I won't rest.
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Oh, well. I think somehow that I'm having kayaknya gue ada salah setting ini deh. Semestinya ya. Wait, this one nih kan ke atas dulu. Nah ini terus ini nih. Itu lagi itu kan. Arresto momentum. Ini. Wait, bentar. And then yang ini nih. Ini nggak perlu nih gue nih.
Revelio.
Sayang aja men. Sayang weekend world potion gue. are digging something.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here. And it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
Let's try to reveal something.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
Wah, jangan-jangan the Ministry is...
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists. Whose home was this?
Home?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Oh, jangan-jangan ada hubungan
It
sama...
might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Jangan-jangan ada hubungannya sama itu lagi.
Revelio.
Albus. Kan mereka cari yang ada hubungannya sama Albus gitu kayak something apa ya namanya ya? Curious. Mungkin kayak wand yang paling dia apa sih? Kan Albus itu kan one of the best wizards alive gitu kan dan kalau nggak salah wandnya itu kan diperebutin.
This well looks familiar.
Familiar? Huh.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Oh, gue aja nggak tahu. Ntar gue save dulu. Gelap, men.
Revelio.
Bukan?
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was
Seven claw.
intentional.
Ini rumah yang punya ini nih. Yang punya pendiri Hogwarts kayaknya.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor.
Oh, bukan.
Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts, where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it? When you put it like that. The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the Keepers.
Look at this.
Why am I
Someone
so...
piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Kenapa tiba-tiba gelap?
Huh, a stairwell.
Stairwell? Oh, yun. Ah. I hate this thing. I know what that is.
Lumos.
Devil's snare.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Muggle doctors and even some of our own who are doing all they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged. A fever may pass skin, may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man much like my father who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I launched to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others were wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be to rid them of their
Journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. As I saw, the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Should I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who so reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that will be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Okay.
Incendio! Lumos!
Not so near. There's something we can do to...
Lumos.
Move.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange,
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
I don't think...
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
I don't think Sebastian can go in though. Undercroft. I don't know if I should trust Sebastian. See? Oh, tempat latihan dia.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Oh. Oh?
Why hide a triptych here?
Triptych?
Seems as if something's missing.
Yeah,
A
this
note.
huge thing.
Let's have a look.
Huge thing missing. Oh no, rune diagram. Oh,
Anything helpful in the note?
No.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I have no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did.
Oh well.
I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
Muka gua tuh gelap banget, men. Serius. Kalah lo gelapnya tuh, lihat tuh. New quest available?
Meet me near the ruins of Falbatten Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Okay. I think I have some quests left. I have to learn some of the things before I continue. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's go to the room of requirements. Identify. Ooh, look at that. Some good stuff. Let's see if it's enough. 82? I will. Increase damage with Expelliarmus. 63. This is 62. Same. But this one, no. 78. Oh, this is so cute! Oh my god! Oh, I will use this for sure. 74. Ooh, so high. 72. Increase venomous tentacular damage. 16. I'll take that. Although I don't see why we should use this. And then this one. 62. 59. This one is better, but threat slot levelnya itu loh kurang loh. Gue coba gedein ini deh. 50 ya. One handle. Skip. What? No. Oh, mana? I look good. Okay, let's see. Hey. Where do I have the mandrake? Oh, okay. Vegan wealth. I need more vegan wealth. Maximus sounds good. Vegan wealth. Another vegan wealth. No. Not really. 72, 74. Oke, ini coba kita upgrade kali ya. Upgrade, itu sudah oke. Coba yang kayak gini-gini ya kita upgrade ya guys. Oh iya, gue mau jualan itu ya. Mau jualan binatang. Gak bisa men, species limit reach itu loh. Hai. Wait. Halo. Ini kon. Sini loh. And then hai Muntah. Hai Beb. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry unicorn. Ini yang jawab nih lama banget ya. Here you go. And also here you go sayang. Hey mamam. Unicorn. Lu jangan lari sini. Ini sayang. I am so sorry about before. Sama kayaknya ya. Thank you. Sekarang sama. Kayaknya gue perlu. Gue mau ini nih kayaknya. Sorry. Kabur dia. Kayaknya gue mau ini deh, Jobernol ke Mooncalf ya, yang nggak perlu ya. Mooncalf kayaknya rada susah deh buat cari. Oke. Ya Jobernolnya gue coba ambil dulu deh sebentar ya. Ini saya.
Professor Howin will never believe this.
Let's put this one and also this one. No. Did he call? No. Unicorn. Hehe. Hi. Mamam ya. Sini. Sekarang sama. Gue perlu punya itu terrarium lagi. Halo. Oke. Dadah. Oh belum. Oke. Here you go. You are most welcome. Gue harus punya terrarium lagi dan gue nggak tahu gimana caranya dapet terrarium ya. How?
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Oh, I am, Dick. I am. Gimana caranya? Nggak sih caranya? Oh, apa di talent ya? Room of requirement nih. Terrarium bukan. Maxima. Bukan. Focus potion bukan tuh. I wonder how do I ini gue perlu ini lagi ya. Level 16. Let's this one. Kita udah lama banget gak? Tunggu. Kok yang si NASA online nggak keluar ya? Wait, bukan dong. Mana? Nggak ada. Midnight After Drop. Iya, Natsu online kan? Iya benar. Okay, let's see the map. Foxmeat ada juga. Ini apa nih? Oh, Oh, oke. Ini. Oke, kita datang dulu deh ke itu deh. Ke kelas dulu sekali. Gue jarang banget ikut kelas.
Revelio.
Gimana cari gua ke atas sih? Are. Hit.
Revelio.
Oh, kan. Some of requirements. Wait,
Why do we have to take astronomy? It's not even magic.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. It's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
Oh, emang malam-malam ya astronomi ya.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Oh, yay.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know.
Shit.
You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Okay. Focus on what? Oh, so beautiful, man.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
Yes.
Dismissed.
Hello again. Brilliant class, wasn't it? I prefer astronomy over potions, don't you? Of course, we Ravenclaws tend to do well in any class.
Oh, hello, Emmett. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
Thank you.
I can't do that, Emmett. You might need it.
No, really, you can. And I won't. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Emmett.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Revelio.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold?
Serious?
It's a dog, isn't it?
What? Serious? Really?
Our meat thinks he knows everything. Even told me he can speak gobbledygook. Sounded like gibberish to me.
I had heard about these odd stone tables out in the Highlands. Perhaps that's what Professor Shaw was talking about.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea leaves.
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Ugh, not how I wanted to spend my evening.
Revelio. This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
That's a gig for ya.
A pristine night.
Professor Shaw,
It is increasingly rare to find us. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your... We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know?
am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most... Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries, stellar and...
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the for centuries, wizards made... Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the...
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I had expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes? What is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
Okay.
And you need someone to help you find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Oh, no need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
We shall. Where are we going anyway?
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform. Something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing.
Oh yeah, centaurs.
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Wow.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
Yeah, well, but it's in the middle of the
It's
night.
not
I don't
that
think...
creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards.
I don't
Here
know,
I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
You are not a coward.
Revelio.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Okay. Be prepared.
It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely?
According to an old astronomer's chron...
Okay.
Why are you so fascinated?
I suppose because there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects. They are forever discovering new...
Okay.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Not this close to the school of it.
Revelio.
I'm not afraid of
Lumos.
the spider. Oh, this is it.
Look, there's the table. I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out.
Oh, I've seen this before. How do I try this out? How do we do this? How? Use the... Oh, okay.
The constellation
wow.
should appear near the center of your view.
Oh, wait. Ooh.
As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart.
Just like I think I've seen this game, like this one, but I forgot what that is. Oh, anyway. Did I do this wrong?
Stargazing is all about patience and precision.
Rotate. Oh. I think it's here, but... Oh. Oh, okay. Belum di zoom in.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Okay. I look forward
Thank
to
you,
seeing.
Emmett. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope. Don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
I will see you soon.
Ah,